Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how to quantum shift to your desired reality with your specific person. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Here we are continuing broadcasting from the beautiful island of Bonaire in the Dutch Caribbean. I have a powerful one for you today. I want to start with a conversation that I had with one of you early this morning. And we had first met in 2022, 2 years ago now, that you found the channel and we talked. And at the time, this particular creator was living with their mother, right? Had started their own consulting business. We've had a client here and there, but no momentum and not enough to get their own place and to move out, right? To get their own flat, he said, and move out. And he really had much greater desires than that, for the business to flourish, right? For hundreds of thousands of dollars to be rolling in, right? And for him to be able to travel the world and do what he wants and actually take up dancing was his creative endeavor, right? Dance in these different countries. Well, we talked maybe once or twice after that, and we just talked this morning, and his whole story was about companies, people paying him to meet him, to come and travel to him, to do work with him, but they wanted to meet him first. So they would pay for him to travel to their country to meet him. And while he's there, he said he's doing some dancing. He's traveling around the world, not just with these companies, but on his own as well, because he has enough money. He's in his own flat now, has his own apartment, right? Moved out from his mother over those 2 years, and is living that identity, that life that he always wanted. What's going on? Because it's not really about specific processes, although he did those. It was the inner story, the inner talking. As Neville Goddard would talk about this idea that you can lay aside all other processes when you control your inner talking, matching it to your fulfilled desires. And remember, it's not about control in terms of effort. It's what is inner speech or inner talking? It's your I am story. So you see, it's not the specific words or affirmations or mantras. It's the conviction, the story you're telling about yourself, your I am story. Who are you? I am's natural. But we generally tell stories that are not natural to who we are. That's why they don't feel good, because they're not natural. What's unnatural doesn't feel good to us. So when we tell stories of, I'm not the person I desire to be yet, I'm not living the life that I want, that's unnatural. This person, and I want to talk about another one of you, it's a specific person story that commented on yesterday's video. Yesterday's video is manifesting even when triggered by conditions or circumstances. And you left a powerful comment promoting this idea that it's your inner speech or your inner talking that changed everything for you. I want to talk about this. That's how you quantum leap or jump to your new desired reality and identity. It's that I am story. That's why Neville Goddard said you can lay aside all other processes. He says we can lay aside all other processes as we control our inner talking. In other words, the conviction of your I am story. It's natural. So when we tell stories that are not true of who we really are, that are not our highest ideal or our highest desire, it doesn't feel good. And that means it doesn't feel natural. It's not your nature. I am. Total limitlessness. Living the life of your dreams is natural, right? That's how you quantum leap. This is what I pinned this comment on yesterday's video, the video where you manifesting your desires even when triggered by conditions. This is what this subscriber said. After countless field manifestation techniques, after ages meaning a long time, someone I wanted to contact me and reconcile with me reached out to me in the most beautiful way. But the biggest miracle, he says, is the way I started seeing myself because of Tom. Because he was talking about he was telling others to stick with the videos and keep watching them. Remember, Remember, we talk a lot about the subconscious mind. There's a lot of talk about programming and having to reprogram, but really, what is the program? Who controls the program? I am. Programs everything. It's your I am awareness that is who you are. There's no program running your life. We talked about this yesterday on the live stream, right? In terms of beliefs that you carry with you. You are the one that gets to decide all of it. Wow. But the biggest miracle is the way I started seeing myself. In other words, what is he saying here? The story, my inner speech, my inner talking, the way I'm talking to myself, the way my inner conviction of who I am. That's, after all, that's what inner talking is. It's not so much about the inner dialogue as it is about the inner sense of who you are, your inner being, right? I am who I desire to be. And then, yes, there's a manifested dialogue around that conviction, but it's the conviction that is the source of everything, that conviction of who you are. So let's talk about this. When he says seeing myself, I love this wording, seeing myself. That's the most powerful story ever told. Seeing myself is who am I? Who am I? This is what this person's saying. When he said seeing myself, the biggest miracle is seeing myself as source. He's saying I am source. That's his inner story. That's his inner talking. He's laying aside all other processes and saying I am source. And this is what he goes on to say. You can see the full pin comment on yesterday's video. As someone who always gets what I desire, because I already got all what I desire. That became his mantra, his story. I persisted in the awareness of myself for just over 3 days in spite of zero movement in my 3D reality. Because it doesn't matter. Because you're telling the story of who you are. He said he rejected unwanted appearances of the past. Or in other words, unwanted conditions that appeared. Right? Denied other versions of who of him. He is now that version that he desires, that higher ideal. And then he goes on to say, and it naturally and easily resulted in my desired circumstances manifesting in my 3D reality. Right? So so it's natural and easy to be who you already are. That's what this person is saying. Right? It's natural and easy that your inner talking, your natural inner speech is I am the all. I am God, I am source, and there is no other. That's your natural story. Right? Any other story feels unnatural. Right? That's powerful. Resting in that idea. And I want to show you this. Your true story, who you really are. I've shown this many times, almost in every video, but it's so powerful. We're going to see it in a different way. Source, your all that isness, your I am awareness, your true story, that's the real you. And what did he do, or what did she do? I just affirmed and declared myself as source, as someone perfectly fulfilled in spite of external appearances. That's what they did. I affirmed and declared myself as source, as someone perfectly fulfilled in spite of external appearances. That's what they did. That inner talking, that imagining, that affirming, that assuming that I am that which I desire to be. It's not about the specific words. One of you was asking, what did you exactly say or do or affirm? I got to do that. That won't get you there. It's not the specific words. It's that inner story, that inner conviction that I'm already what I desire to be. The words mean nothing. The specific affirmations mean nothing. Just the word, I am, just say the word, as Scripture says. That's the only word that matters, not the specific affirmations, right? Because now you're chasing other people's affirmations, other people's assumptions, other people's mantras, and it's not yours. You've got to be who you are, because you're all that is. It's natural and easy. It's a quantum change or a quantum leap into your new reality. That's what we mean by any change. And what is quantum? Quantum means so small that you can't see it. That's what quantum is. Right? Any change, no matter how small and imperceptible it is total change. Total change in identity. total change in reality. And that becomes this physical experience. But that physical experience that seems so solid is always changing. It's quantum and unseen and imperceptible until it isn't. Hear this. This is another discussion that I had with one of you this morning, right? Because I think they saw this was based on yesterday's video as well. Remember, it's quantum and unseen. It's subtle. It's almost imperceptible. You can't see any changes out there until it isn't. Until it's instantly changed. Until you're instantly in that new life. Do you see it? It's always changing into what you want. But then it's imperceptible and unseen until it isn't. It appears to take time until it's instant and simultaneous. Until it doesn't take time. It appears to take persistence and focus, as they said, I persisted, until it doesn't, until it's natural and easy. Do you see the power here? It appears to be small changes until they're not, until it's a total change in your entire life. Like this other creator that I talked about this morning, a total change in their life. From living with their mother and struggling and not traveling, not doing their dancing, to traveling, to it getting paid for, to having an abundance of new clients seeking him, to dancing, to having his own flat. And the changes seemed small and imperceptible until they weren't. Until he was in his flat, until he was in his new life, until those clients were there. That's what synchronicities are, right? It's the unseen making itself seen. It doesn't mean the unseen's not there. It's just not seen. Your new reality's already there. It's already unfolding. It's already fully there. All possibilities. So, and so this is powerful. This is a powerful notion today. Wow. I am. What is it? What is I am? That's your inner talking. That's your conviction of being. I am source and there is no other. That's all it means. That's why Neville Goddard said you can lay aside all other processes. You don't need to control it though. You are that. You are source. I realized I'm already who I wanted to be and that all my desires are already within me. I felt fulfilled in the knowing. Hear this. Feeling. But not feeling in terms of 3D emotion. As Neville Goddard said, when I speak of feeling, like a feeling of wish fulfilled, I do not mean emotion, but the acceptance that you're already that person you desire to be. You hear it? It's not about emotion. I felt fulfilled in the knowing. In other words, that feeling is a conviction of being. That's the inner talking. That's the inner speech. It's a sense of beingness, a sense that I am absolutely, utterly fulfilled. And then he goes on to say, or she goes on to say, he or she, I'm not sure, and my past identities didn't matter anymore. And then a miracle happened tonight. Yes, because it takes time until it doesn't, until it's instant. It's imperceptible and unseen until it's seen. It's all happening. It's already happening. It's all simultaneous. It's all instant. So of course a miracle happens in that instant because it already happened. Right? Inner talking is not about the specific words or mantras or affirmations. They mean nothing. They do nothing. It's about the word, I am. Your realization, your recognition, your assumption that you're already that which you desire to be. That's the quantum leap. It's instant. It's reality. It's you. That's powerful. That's how to quantum leap to your desired reality with your specific person. This is what this person did. It's pinned on yesterday's video. Also, there's a link to that video. The first video in the description is that one from yesterday, right? Manifesting even when triggered by circumstances. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, the ambassadors at facebook.com/groups/BeSomethingWonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, and for being part of the membership channel. Yesterday we had such a fun live stream. Our second live stream in 2 weeks' time. So this was powerful. This was exclusively on the membership channel with the members. We answered questions primarily in the chat, also ones that you've been sending to us at info@besomethingwonderful.com. We're going to have our next live stream announced for the membership channel coming soon. That might be as early as next Sunday right here from Bonaire. Again, that was powerful. That was great. If you're a member, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to tune into our next live stream. If you're not a member, check out the link below. Creators with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude. This is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful in the beautiful island of Bonaire in the Dutch Caribbean. Until next time, see you soon.